Greetings everyone, Ishinbard here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So yes, we are back with the Sega Saturn port of Doom, and I've been doing some reading about it, and it's really fascinating reading actually, because some of it makes sense. We're going to be jumping kind of straight into it, because I don't want to waste too much of my time. Hang on. So something that I did learn when I was reading about this version, this is a port of the PlayStation version that they did, but basically it's a port of a port almost. This was based off the PlayStation version, but using a similar engine to what they used for the 32X, which would explain a lot actually about how certain... Oh my word. Jesus, that was a chunky old pinky, wasn't it? Hang on, let's grab the health. I am recording good. I just had a brief fear. I was like, am I actually recording? But yes, I am. And yeah, so this is based off that, but they had changed a couple of things. There was something... So, to make it all work, they had to like change a couple of things. One of the things was, oh, now I can't remember. Basically because they're using a slightly different version, the base of this port, a different engine. Because originally was going to use something even more, but I think Carmack turned around and said, no, don't do that, that's a bad idea. And then later on he's gone on to say, actually no, you know what, you were probably right, you probably should have done that, but oh well. It's really bizarre. Like there's a lot to these Doom ports, because we can't take Doom a little bit for granted in terms of like how much is going on. Like, yeah, okay, they were able to run on really sort of like pretty much any PC going, but you know, for whatever reason the ports were kind of intensive for consoles. I mean, they stripped things down because of the limitations, and even then to say that there are limitations, there are limitations on the Saturn and the PlayStation, but nowhere near as many limitations. I don't know, I wouldn't have thought that, you know, I think if I remember reading what I read quickly, it's mostly a RAM limitation, but it's just weird to think about. But something I do remember reading about actually, because and actually I witnessed it myself playing the PlayStation version. There is a slight difference that I do remember now. In the PlayStation version you have nightmare pinkies, which suck. They are awful. Oh my god, those rockets move so slowly. How are you supposed to kill anything with it? I mean, how are you supposed to kill anything with these rockets? He says as he kills more. He lands every single rocket shot he makes. So yeah, it would explain why. Because I did kind of say this was something about this that's reminiscent of the 32X, because it uses a similar engine to the 32X, which is kind of interesting. It would explain why it's a graphical downgrade when, I mean, I don't know, was the Saturn and the PlayStation kind of in a similar sort of graphical bracket? I don't really know. I've never really given it much thought, because particularly that era of like that era of console gaming, there were lots of like little differences between them. So maybe there is like some major like graphical differences. Oh my god, that was a bad idea. It's a good idea to go this way, but it's also a really bad idea. The reason why it's a good idea, there's a radiation suit we're going to make use of very shortly. But because it runs slightly slower, this is why the enemy reactions are a little bit duller. But it doesn't explain why Doom Guy is like, because his movement is supposed to be a little bit slower, but everything else about him, you know, the firing speed is so much faster. It's amazing. Oh, I've got so many rockets. How many rockets do I have? I have 58 rockets. That's That's unreal. I shouldn't have that many rockets. Because the whole reason why we cast stock upon rockets, a little bit further, the section that's coming up at the end of this stage, the amount of times I have killed myself with rockets in this level, or at least have put myself into a really dangerous position, is insane. Oh my word! Yeah, this is starting to struggle a little bit. See now. If I was to show you the Atari version compared to this, I feel the Atari version Doom Guy fires so much slower, but the enemies move so much faster. It's sort of like if you were to combine the fire speed of this with the enemy speed in the Atari version, you'd have a perfect, like, balance. That's how it feels. Yeah, if I remember also, like, some of the sound effects, I think the Fireball uses a similar sound to the rockets. At least when they hit something. Oh! Yeah, so it was in the PlayStation version, they had something called Nightmare Spectres, which are just the worst. They are like the worst thing that's ever been introduced into a version of Doom. They're basically slightly tankier versions of Pinkies, and you might think, oh, that's not so bad. Oh, Spectres. You might think, oh, that's not like terrible. It is awful. You can't reliably take them down with a super shotgun blast, which is one of the saving grace, one of the best things about the super shotgun, just being able to go up to a Pinky and kind of go, right, I'm just deleting you, because I'm deleting you because I do not want to deal with your nonsense. So this is probably the best place to use rockets, though I want to see how good this is. I do feel that you do just melt demons with that. That was pretty impressive. Alright. Oh, I can't believe this is actually taking me as long as it has. There was a part of me, I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh yeah, I should be able to get like halfway or most of the way through to Shores of Hell by the end of this episode, but I might not be able to because Computer Station is the longest level of Knee Deep in the Dead, and that's the next stage that's coming up, and it's a horrible stage. No, it's not horrible, it's a really good stage. It just requires a lot of running around. I suppose we have to start using our chain gun. Because again, I just want things to melt, but I can't wait to get the plasma rifle and just see the amount of like damage that thing's going to do to things. Now, if you notice, I've basically used up nearly all my pistol, all my bullets. Jeez, that... It's going to be useful when I encounter certain enemies, actually. Just this fire rate is going to be so useful when I'm dealing with like Revenants, and I mean we've already seen it versus the old whatchamacallit, Pain Elementals. So definitely, Pain Elementals melt to chain gun. Once we get the plasma rifle, it's going to be hilarious. Though I imagine that I'm going to be with very little cell ammo because I'm just going to eat through it every time I press the trigger for it. It's just going to be like, hey, so I heard you like having ammo. Well, not anymore, buddy. Huh? Usually, okay. So usually in the PC version, yeah, that section is kind of like there's a little gap you can peek through up there. But most of the ports tend to have that section's kind of solid, so enemies can't snipe down at you. Looks like they returned that. That sucks. Oh, I'm being shot at by a zombie man from somewhere. Okay, let's keep moving because I've got to be awfully careful because I don't want to. Because dying would mean going back to the start of the stage and pistol starting it. And pistol starting this stage is awful. I mean, maybe not so much on this version, But on versions of this stage that I have played, pistol starting it is, hey look, it's a Revenant! Yeah, how weird is that? His pain chance seems to be much higher than it usually is, which is I'm grateful for. Much higher pain chance on the on those enemies is really pleasant, because usually they're an absolute pain to deal with. Particularly with a normal shotgun, usually, you know, you're either looking at using the rockets or, oh my word, you're either usually looking at using a rocket launcher or the super shotgun to deal with Revenants. Let's be brutally honest. Let's go downgrade my armor. Actually, is that going to downgrade my armor? Was I still in, strictly speaking, in my mega armor state? Because even once your armor drops below 100, if the mega armor was the last time you picked up, you're still classed as having that sort of tier of armor. So I'd still be taking 50% on the armor, 50% on the HP, as opposed to 66%, 33%, I think it is. Again, I make myself sound like I know all about Doom. No, I don't. I know a fair bit about certain elements of it, but not like everything. And I keep pressing that because I keep wanting to use L1 and R1 as my my strafe buttons, but it's actually the triggers that are the strafe buttons, which are a little bit off-putting. The other thing I've noticed, because I've been playing Doom 2, I've been playing Doom 2 on the Game Boy Advance. My God, that's a port. For many reasons, many reasons is that a bad port. I can't be bothered to grab some of the secrets on this stage because they're just a bit of a pain to get to. And the sooner I can finish this level, the better. Oh my word, that's a lot. Well, I say a lot. It's a decent amount of enemies there. Yeah, the sooner we can get out of here, the better, because I can get myself to the Phobos anomaly, do Deimos anomaly. Containment zone is nice and quick in this version. Yeah, I just want to see how far I can get. Excellent. I can switch back to my shotgun. I should have plenty of ammo for it now. 84, nice. Oh yeah. It's starting to chug a little bit, probably because there are a lot of enemies on this stage. It's a big map, and they're probably all starting to go out and starting to look for me. They're all probably hunting me down now. You know what, we will get this secret because I want the I want that mega sphere. Oh, that was not particularly pleasant. Got the mega sphere. Come out. It's nice that they made it really obvious which walls can be opened like that, because I'm pretty sure in the PC version it's not as obvious as that. But yeah, due to limitations. Oh, hey Revenant. Oh my God, that moves so slowly. But I should be really careful because the Revenant's attacks can do ridiculous damage. I think it rolls between like 20 to 80 damage, or is it 16 to 80? I can't quite remember. Again, there are people who know this information far better than I do. I'm just trying to parrot them and make it sound like I know it. I don't know it. Yeah, this is usually, well, this is a big old stage, and I'm just skipping like half of it. We've probably got about 60% of the kills. Oh no! Oh, nice! Wow. Okay, I'm surprised. Okay, come on, Deimos anomaly. Nice and quick. We're gonna just run in, blow all you guys to pieces. Oh, yes. Jumps. Nice. And you see, usually when you're playing, when you're normally playing Doom, usually this stage, you get to this stage and this will be the end of episode 1. And when you finish episode 1, you then have to go back to the main menu and pick episode 2, and you start Deimos anomaly with just a pistol. But with this version, with both this and the place, actually with basically every port besides the Super Nintendo one of all ones, you're allowed to, you have carry over the weaponry and your stuff from the Mega Armor. You carry it all over, which is ridiculous because, you know, as I said, I've got 52 rockets, more than enough to deal with the Barons of Hell here and also take it into the next act. And in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to make our lives significantly easier, and we're just going to that's interesting. Does this game actually have Nightmare Spectres just without you knowing which ones are actually Nightmare Spectres? Because some of these demons are chunky. I want to say I put 6 shots into him. Usually, demons, your range is usually 2 to 4, I think. And obviously, the closer you are, the more damage you do with the shotgun, because well, see, come on, up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, what I do love about the Barons, it is basically a reliable 5 rockets to take them down. It makes it so easy. What you find when you play loads of Doom, that's what you find yourself doing a lot of the time. You find yourself just counting out how many particular rockets you fire off. Again, Barons are reliably 5 rockets. Revenants can be anywhere between 2 to 3. And yeah, you just learn all these things. Right, Deimos anomaly, yes. So here's the interesting thing, because we're now entering what is effectively episode 2 of original Doom, the first couple of levels will be kind of easy. I mean, I say this is actually not a hugely easy level, there's quite a lot of enemies in this one. But there's some pretty decent resources as well, so they're all going to be just again. Yeah, they're all hugging that air. Oh wait, is that a Hell Knight? There's a Hell Knight. I thought I heard a Hell Knight, but I was like, no, that doesn't seem right. They wouldn't have a Hell Knight here. I mean, anywhere between 2 to 3 rockets for one of you, so yeah, it's not terrible. But what we are going to get, I'm excited for this. Flip this switch. Flip that switch too. Let's grab ourselves the red key. What do we need the red key? How do we even need the blue key in this level? I'm trying to think now. I'm going to want the chain gun, aren't I, for this? Pass through here, go into this teleporter here. It's going to be dark in here. Hey, it's our first Kaku Demon. God, I love the Kaku Demons. They're so, weird looking. There we go. Kill the Kaku Demon. And it should just this right here. Boom! Plasma gun. Oh, I'm excited for this. I can't wait to see how much ammo I eat up. Just press the fire. I'll wait until there's another 2 Kaku Demons. We'll get one with rockets, and then we'll use the plasma gun on the last one for the stage. Oh, actually, hang on. Grab those shells. Oh, you really? There we go. That's better. Oh, that's a lot of pink demons. This feels like a mistake. Oh, under normal circumstances, that would have been terrifying. Thankfully, they move so much slower in this version. I'm grateful for that. Now, I could go into the red key door. There's a mega armor in there. Yeah, let's grab it. So I think there's a mega armor. Yeah, there it is. I was right. There's also a computer area map that is completely superfluous, because this stage doesn't really have that many, like, areas where you would kind of want to look at the map to see if there's anything hidden. Okay, 2 rockets on you. Nice. Cacodemons can be anywhere between 2 to 3 rockets. Usually 2 rockets is fine, but you know, sometimes you've got to be... Yeah. Bloomin' heck, yeah. I just... That was like nearly 30 cells. There we go. Get Deimos anomaly. But really nice, quick, easy level. Off the containment area, which in the PC version is a massive sprawling level. It's an absolute nightmare. Thankfully in this version, we can kind of keep it. We can keep it nice. What on earth are these sound effects? Oh my word. Oh, this is kind of terrifying. Again, we're gonna keep... Oh, hey Revenant. That's what there's a Revenant in this stage. In this version, at the very least, usually, again, because these are still Doom 1 levels, you wouldn't usually have a Revenant. So if I also remember, what I read was there's not many Mancubi in this version of Doom. Because basically the Mancubi are just a bit too sort of... Oh god, just everything about the sounds are just... What is up with these sound effects? This ambience is terrifying. Now, which way do I go from here? I'm trying to remember now. Oh yeah, I want to go this way. Definitely want to go this way. Because no, I'm gonna be out of... Actually, let's switch over to the chain gun. Just no nonsense. Spray him with bullets. This is honestly probably my favourite chain gun. But except the probably Doom 2016 Doom Eternal chain gun. That's a really good chain gun. Right, there should be a switch. Oh, that's actually a proper switch. Usually, that's a gargoyle head that you press. So wow, that's not even like that well hidden. Wow. Alright, and then we can exit. Again, I'm not dealing with the whole of containment area. It's a nuisance map, truth be told. It's just so big. 49% kills, jeez. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about all this. I'm not dealing with your nonsense. Academons can just eat rockets. The problem is actually because in the early part of Shores of Hell, you don't really get like a huge stockpile of well, you don't get a huge amount of rockets until the rocket launcher becomes available. So now I should. There we go. There's a cacodemon there, and I did wake him up. Good. Quick, spray him with bullets. Spray him with bullets until he dies. It should be yes. Because in this version, the BFG is actually just here. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, blimey, that's an arachnotron. Huh. That's feels like a beginner trap. Let's go throw this arachnotron at you. It's a really annoying enemy that can do huge amounts of damage to you. You now have a BFG as well, so you know. Yeah, basically until the rocket launcher is like given to you in Halls of the Damned, I think you're kind of stretched for rockets. So all the things that you would usually use rockets against, you can't. It kind of sucks. Oh, come on. Because these rockets move so slowly, it's actually like super frustrating. I shouldn't have missed half those rockets. Oh well, doesn't particularly matter, so I'm gonna go this way. Actually, no. I've learned my lesson from playing these ports. This room here can be really annoying if you kind of go into it incorrectly. What's the incorrect way to enter this room? Well, the incorrect way is by going this way first. So we have come to here, drop down here, grab some more plasma ammo, and boom. And that lost soul just charged into a barrel. That was beautiful. I wish I saw that. I wish I caught more of that. Oh dear. Alright. And I should probably be hard pressed for ammo, aren't I, now that I think about it? Because I'm being a bit sort of overzealous. I feel this version does have nightmare pinkies, but you just can't tell which nightmare specters, but you just can't tell which ones are. You can't tell which ones are the nightmare. Be a bit careful in this room because yeah. And again, I find it interesting that I'm pretty sure enemies in this version and the PlayStation version roam so much more. Like the sound triggers, like the sound travels further. I mean, not further. I mean, to be honest, you could be standing on the edge of the sound blocking. You can be standing on the edge of the sound blocking line and that was awful. I should have done that. But you can be standing on the edge of the sound blocking line and you know, and fire from there and they still won't hear you kind of thing. Deimos lab. Nah. Actually, we can blitz through Deimos lab. I'm pretty sure. Would that put me on Halls of the Damned after that? Oh, I hope not. Halls of the Damned is like the worst level of Shores of Hell. I mean, admittedly, what I should be doing is I should be taking my time more on these stages. I should be scavenging for resources. it's so fascinating that they move so slowly. I mean, what's the damn business about? I can make good use of the I can make good use of whatchamacallit? Oh, I can't remember the word for it now. There's a word for it. I can make good use of the Berserk pack. That's what I was thinking of. Because there's like quite a few like demons you can just punch out quite easily. And in fact, if enemy reaction speeds are quite slow, which is what they seem to be, I might be able to get away with it. I might be able to get away with like punching out like a like some of the cacodemons and stuff. Oh, that used up a lot of my cell ammo. I probably should just use the BFG there, now that I think about it. The BFG uses 40 cells per shot. So actually, you know, it's almost economically more viable to use that from time to time. You know what? I will go into this section here. We need to open up this room first, I think, is it? We come into here. There should be... Grab the mega armor. And just grabbing what resources I can, because it will be useful. Because I think if we come over here, I mean, there's a couple of rockets. Let's just chainsaw my way through these lost souls. Oh, surprisingly effective. Actually, that's not bad because we got. Was that? Is there something? No, it was just that door. Okay. I wonder. Oof, I took more damage than I really wanted to there. Alright, we're going to just open up this. Grab that, grab that. Oh, brilliant. That's what I wanted you to do. Oh my word. This chainsaw is amazing. Wow. I like properly stun lock that cacodemon. That's not fair. It's very rude of me. And I'll do it again, just here. Ooh, that was bad. But, you know, if I can reliably stun lock a cacodemon with the chainsaw, that changes things. Makes me think of some of the achievements I've had to get in some of the other versions of this, where I've had to like kill like 15 enemies with just the chainsaw, like constantly, you know, without holding down the fire button on chainsaw and not letting go. Oh yeah, as I said, that didn't take too long actually. About 4 minutes to deal with this, to clear this stage. But only 46% of the enemies killed, because there's an entire section filled with pinkies that I was not going to deal with. Mostly because it's just not worth it. Sometimes some of the secrets in this game are just not worth getting. What was the damn was the command center next? Command center. Okay, brilliant. Anyway, do you know what? With that all said and done, I think for the time being we'll end it there, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. We're just gonna keep the outro nice and brief. I look forward to seeing you when I next do. Wait, no, I said it later, don't I? Anyway, bye for now. Hey, thanks for joining me on this episode of Doom for Sega Saturn. So yes, the chainsaw. My god, it's my new best friend. I wonder what else I can just like totally wreck with the chainsaw. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can click on me right there. There are also my socials that you can follow. I'm much more much more active on Mastodon than I used to be. Not hugely more active, but a little bit more active. It counts. It does. Anyway, if you want to see other stuff, there'll be some other videos there, and I look forward to seeing you when I next do.